Hi, my name is Kyle Rocco, and I'm taking cybersecurity. And we're currently in a practical ethical hacking course through TCM Securities. And we are going through Bash scripting right now, and this is my first Bash script. So this is some of the notes I took, and I'd like to show you my Bash script right away. We're doing this in Kali Linux. And first of all, I start out my Bash script writing out the code. So I create a file, I put it in my Python directory, and start off with this bin bash. So when I opened up the file and make it executable, uh, Bash knows that I'm running this as a Bash file or a Bash script. And so first, it says if $1, so $1 is our argument. So if we run the code, and then after we run the code, we put our argument next to it. So if our argument, which should be our IP address we want to look for, is blank, then it'll say you forgot IP address, and it will say the proper syntax is this, and this is the IP address I want to run. So this script will go through multiple my IP address, and it will keep going in a sequence. It'll go 1 to 2 to 3, so it keep going by 1 through 254 on this IP address to see which, and it will ping them. So it'll ping those IP addresses with the variable, and with the argument we put in, and it will come back and print out what those pings came out as, and it will go through and figure out the pings that came back with packets, because some of the pings won't have packets, and those are the devices that are not, those are the IP addresses that are not available or not connected to on our network. So it will get the 64 bytes that show up from our ping, which is what I just talked about. It'll come up with the ones that come up with the ones that send packets back to us. And then this is just extra that we added to make it look cleaner. It will cut off the 4 spaces that come with when we get our 64 bytes from our ping. So ping basically pings the IP address and then brings back the IP address if it's connected on our network or not. So it'll ping it, it'll send packets to it, and the device will send packets back if it is connected. So, like I said, this is just extra. You'll cut the 4 spaces off, you'll cut the colon off to make it look cleaner, because when you get it regularly, it'll come with some spaces and it'll come with a colon. And done. So it'll be finished, and this is our finished. To run this bash script, first, it's only a text file, so you have to change it so it could be executable, because usually text files, when you create them, are not executable. So to make this an executable so we get to run it, first you look at ls-la to see your files, to see if it's executable. Mine already is, because it has a -x right here. So that means users could use this as an executable. That's what the X means right here, because this is my IP sweep right here. So if you're wondering how to make this an executable, you would put in chmod, and you would put in the permission you want, which you could do +X, and then you put in the file you want, like that, and you'd hit that and make it executable. So if we want to run this code, I could close this out, and I'd put in the proper syntax of IP sweep sh, and let's say I don't put in an argument, then it will do my if statement, and it'd say you forgot an IP address. This is the proper syntax, so let's put in the proper syntax this time. Now if I put in the proper syntax this time and put an argument, it'll come back with 2 IP addresses. So these are the 2 IP addresses of devices that are on my IP address. So if I wanted to run this and I wanted my IP addresses in a file, I could do the same thing, and I could put it in a file. I'll just /arrow that, and I could put it in this text file. So when I put it in this text file, it'll run that code, and whatever the output is, which I just got right here, it'll put it in this text file. So if I open up this text file, oh, sorry. It will come up with my results. So I just put that information gathered from my bash script into a text file. So that is my bash script, and we could pull it up one more time to look at it. And this is my bash script. It's a simple one, but it searches for networks on your IP address. And thank you for watching.